Okay, so for 40 analyzer lab, the first thing is require switches which we will use in our lab. So we need to upload switches. How we can upload switches to EVE-NG? So we need a WinSCP or any other FTP application. So let me open WinSCP. Okay, and my EVE-NG IP is 192.168.114.128. So let me type the IP here, 192.168.114.128, and the file protocol will be SFTP and port will be 22. Username is root by default and password is Eve. Okay, and click save to save for the next time. Okay, and save password as well and click OK. So this is 128 and click login. Okay, this is the first thing, and click update. Okay, and now it will land you here. So what you need to do, click on this folder and go to OPT and unit lab, then adds on, and there is IOL and then bin. For switches, for IOU switches, you need to come at this location, okay, which I mentioned here. So this is my local machine left side, and this is the remote machine, basically the EVE-NG. We access them through WinSCP. Now you need to download router and switches images. Right now we need only switches images from this Google Drive. Click on this Google Drive and I share the switches images. So here is in the zip format. I already download, okay, and I put here this the switch images. Right click on that and use 7-zip or any other zip application and extract them. Okay, so it will extract you to a directory which is this one. Okay, these are the switches images. So I use 7-zip to extract two switches, and after that I'm already in this location. I told you you need to go to this location, OPT unit lab adds on IOL, okay, and then bin directory. Okay, so if I go to WinSCP, so I'm already here, OPT unit lab adds on IOL and bin directory, and from left side what I need to do, I need to drag all these switches images. But keep in mind your EVE-NG name has to be EVE-NG. So if I log in root and Eve, okay, so the host name is EVE-NG. Why? Because the device is licensed on this name, the switches images, sorry, EVE-NG. Okay, so now I need to go here, and from left side I'm already in the directory. Go to switches, and if I open this one, let me edit this IO. This is the licensing, you know, the name is EVE-NG. This is the only thing you need to remember. If your name is different, so your switch will not run. And drag all these switches IOL, not only switches images, by the way, it's router as well. The one which start from L3, these are the router images for IOL. Okay, these are the Linux based switches Cisco developed for their internal use, but we can use in our lab as well. And the one which start from L2, so these are the switches images. Not only layer 2 switch images, it can work as a layer 3 switch images as well. But anyway, for understanding purpose, the one which start L3, these are the router, and the one which start with the 2, so these are the switches images. So what I done from here, I drag them here. Next thing what you need to do when it's finished the dragging, so you need to apply the fix permission command, which you can search on Google as well and copy from here. And what you need to do, you need to go to Control L to clear the screen. By the way, let me click inside and clear the screen, and from here edit and you can paste. So this is the command, but when it's done, so then I will apply the fix permission command, and after that we can use these switch images in our lab. Okay, so it's almost done. All the images are done, and now click enter to apply this fix permission command. And after that I need to go to 192.168.114.128 and just refresh this one. And what you need to do, right click and go to node, and here type IOL, Cisco IOL, and here these are the switches images L2 as I told you, and these are the layer 3. So let me choose any of this image and change the name to, because it's R, let me change them to switch and change the icon to switch image as well. So let me go down and choose the switch, suppose layer 2, and save. That's it. And now the switch images is there, and click start. If there is any issue, so it will never start. Suppose the license file which I told you, okay, and maybe the virtualization is not enabled. The second thing you need to check that virtualization is enabled on your Eve NG. It can be a community or professional edition, so this has to be enabled. And the license file I told you, the name has to be Eve NG, okay. And now click on this one. So if you have installed a client pack, so it will open on putty or any other thing. In my case, it open in the secure CRT, and you can see switch is working. So this is the way how we can install switches, okay. And you need to go to Cisco IOL. The only thing you need to change the name and icon. By default the icon is router, and also the name is by default R, okay, and that's it. So this is the way how we can upload switches images to Eve NG and how we can use them in our lab.